static versus dynamic modeling. So static modeling is based on hourly data, but it takes that and then smears it out into a monthly average. Okay? So static modeling is much simpler software, though, to run. And when you create this kind of smear of data, you get a smear of answers. And for some projects, it works great. For a cooling-dominated climate versus a heating-dominated climate, two different problems, same physics. For a heating-dominated climate, when you're taking the approach of building a thermos, you can smear the data out, and it works really well. Because when you smear that data out, because my thermos captures heat, if it gets really cold outside, but I've got a really good envelope, that peak load outside is not going to affect me a whole bunch inside, because I've got all this kind of entropy within the building of heat built up that's going to take me over. But when I go over to a cooling climate, where the heat load on a cooling climate is a lot more instantaneous, right? It's interior heat gains, it's solar gains, it's stuff that happens like that. It's a peak load, it's not a smeared load, right? Unless I have a building that's got phase change materials or some other type of building that can absorb heat and then release it later, my cooling side of the equation is much more instantaneous than my heating side. When I first took Passivhaus course in 2009, and I did my first PHPP, and I said, this cooling algorithm is completely wrong. I knew it. I mean, because I'd been building in Virginia for 25 years, and I knew what my cooling loads were for super insulated stuff. I was like, this is not right. I'm going to do my calculations offline. And so I did. I did all my calculations offline. My buildings did great. Folks who didn't understand this use those calculations out of that model as a peak load calculation, and guess what? Their building's overheated. Now, do their buildings still overheat? No, they added more air conditioning, and they learned their lesson. It's not hard. We tend to learn lessons like this, right? So static models are not good predictors for certain things and are really good predictors for other things, okay?